Well, good evening, chess fans, and welcome to our stream tonight. Welcome to BorisOspasky's live streaming channel, and have we got a treat for you tonight? As you'll know, I'm in the Backyard Professor fan club, and we've got some really cool players in there, and we have some really good battles. And for anyone that doesn't know, the BYP club's got players that are low rated like me, and players that are really high rated like Yosanima, Doka, Ashes, Roadster, loads of others. I can't remember. Too many to remember. There's loads of really good players out there in the club. But tonight we've got a little treat for you. We've decided, me and a player called Viophile. He's a player I've played a number of times. He's from Finland. So, yep, in the depths of midwinter up in Finland, where I'm sure it's probably a little bit colder than it is in the UK at the moment, though it's pretty cold here. But not as cold as it is in Finland, I should think. So, say a virtual hello to my online buddy Viophile. And we've decided that we're going to do a game tonight. And really looking forward to this. Pretty nervous as we go because it's another BYP player. But like I say, we've played a number of games, and we've had some really good battles. So we're going to set the game up as a 20-minute plus 20 game, and it's going to be, we're going to do it rated because, well, why wouldn't you? I'm going to set it as a random side, so no one gets an advantage. Viophile just sent me a message saying he's ready to go, so that's really good. I know I'm nervous. I know he's nervous because we've been messaging each other prior to getting this live. So in a nutshell, my channel is for beginner players. It's aimed at beginner players, and what I'm trying to do is give beginner players insights into the game, get you interested, watch games like this and see if you can pick up hints and tips, and see where beginner players go wrong, and see if you can not make the same mistakes that players like I make on a regular basis. Things like giving away your queen and things like that. I'm pretty good at that sort of thing, and I'm really hoping I've managed not to do that this evening. So we're just going to give it another minute, and then we're going to start the game. The BYP club, it's great. It's very welcoming. I can't even say it. Anyone's welcome in the club. Okay, doesn't matter how good or bad you are, beginner, grandmaster, whatever. If you want to come along and play some really cool players, no stress. Then this is the place to come and play. Everybody gets along like house on fire, and everybody helps everybody else out. So the good players help out players like me. So that's terrific. So here we go. We're going to get on with the game now. It's all set up, ready to go. So we've just picked a standard game, real time, 20 minutes aside, 15 seconds. I thought I said 20, but 15 seconds ago. We're going to go random sides. I know Viophile's ready, so we'll hit the go button, and here we go. Hopefully he's going to accept the game now. Okay, here we go. So it's given me white. Right, so here we go. Evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you're feeling good over in Finland there. So I've opened with E4. He's opened with E5. So I'm just going to maybe play the Lopez, not sure at the moment, or my version of the Lopez anyway. Okay, the chat screen's up on the left here. We've got live comments online, but that's on a different screen. I've got that on Chrome, so which is on a different browser on here. This is being played on Safari, so there's no rush to play moves. We've got plenty of time each to choose the moves we want to play. But I'm going to stick with what I said I'd start with initially anyway. So that's the Lopez. Let's see what Viophile comes up with. So So welcome to anybody that's watching. Great to have you along. If you want to post any comments after the game, then more than happy to see those, and obviously I will, if possible, get round to answering them at some point if anyone makes comments. So please do keep them nice, if you wouldn't mind. So the idea of the game for beginner players is out there is to try and occupy the centre, get your pieces out early, and then get your king to safety by castling. So I'm not going to take the knight. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go out of Lopez already. I'm just going to go with D4 and see what my friend from Finland does next. So our games are usually fairly close. I can't remember what scores. Oh, they're on the score. Oh no, well they're not really that close. He's winning me by a mile. He's winning 9 games to 1, so I'm overdue a win. So perhaps with a bit of luck, I'll win tonight. Okay, so he's brought his bishop out. Okay, which means he's probably looking to move his knight, I would think. So what I'll do is I will just bring my other knight out and see what happens. Maybe I should have played A3. The one thing to do with beginner players is try not to move your pieces more than once in the opening, unless there's a good reason to do so. So the idea is you don't go moving, chasing other pieces all over the board. The idea is to get your pieces all developed, try and have some idea, try and get a plan together. So you've got some idea what you're going to try and do. So the opportunity to castle's there, so I'm going to castle early. So castling on move 6. And let's just see what he does. So I'm just going to try and play some good moves. I'm going to try and read what I think Viophile might do. Okay. So now we've got a choice here. It's either capture, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to capture the knight. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking about moving my bishop out, my dark squared bishop out here. So I'm going to move my dark squared bishop out to G5. Let's see what. Okay, I haven't got a specific plan in mind yet. I'm gonna. Okay. Okay, he's not castled. I have a slight lead in development. Okay, let's just. I would like to keep that bishop on that diagonal if I can, but let's see if he moves out with G5. which means then he'll probably almost certainly have to castle queenside. Let's see if he decides whether he's going to chase my bishop or not. I'm thinking of pushing D5. Well, having thought about that, I'm going to bring my rook to E1, get it opposite the king. It's always good to get a rook opposite a king if you can. Anytime you get a chance to put rooks opposite kings or queens, doesn't matter how many pieces there are between them, that's always a good move or procedure to follow. So I'm quite pleased at the moment. I think I've got quite a good centre. I'm fully developed now, really just apart from the queen. Okay, so he's castled kingside. So we both castled kingside, and I'm just going to bring my queen to D2. Okay, considering moving these points, what you might be listening to me. If he's listening to me, he might know what I'm thinking of doing. So I don't know whether I should be saying it, but I am anyway, because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm thinking very shortly that, oh, that's a phone call for me, and I'll have to wait. Sorry, I'm busy, you'll have to phone me back, sorry. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure if it's important, he'll phone me back, or I'll try and phone him back, or whatever. How typical is that? Okay. Okay, I'm going to play B3. I'm looking to play B5. And really cramp his light squared bishop. So that's part one of the plan. The other thing you should try and do always is not to leave unguarded pieces, because, as our friend Yosanim says, if you leave an unguarded piece, then I'm going to take it. And he surely does. Okay, let's have a think. Take. Okay, what we can do is be careful here. We might try and get the open file. Alright, well let's just push. We're just pushing the centre. That's covered. That's covered. That's covered. We got that covered 3 times. So we're just gonna cramp the middle up a bit. Just push the centre. And if the centre becomes closed, then you will almost certainly always have to go for a wing attack of some description. And this is me talking, not some expert, but stuff I've just picked up through watching games that have been hosted or examined by our good friend the Professor, who does a fantastic job of going through Grandmaster games and showing how these top players from current and years gone by have played games and the things that they do. So I'm just going to activate my last piece, and I'm going to play B1. So just get my last piece into the game. And now we've really got to try and start looking for some sort of a plan as to where we're going to, what we're going to do. Okay. Could get quite interesting. Applying pressure through C6 against D5. So he's also got that attack 3 times now. Okay. I'm going to take okay, so I'm just trying to calculate here, try and make sure my calculation's right. Okay. Okay, so we've captured with our knight. Okay, there's plenty of time, so there's no rush to play. Really, I've got no option, I've got to take. Now we could be forced to move our knight here. Let's just see what he does. What I've got to watch here is my bishop. Okay, but we've got this square guarded with the rook, so we are okay at the moment. So everything at the moment is covered, so we've got no loose pieces. There are no loose pieces, there's no checks or captures at the moment that I'll be able to play on my next move, so that's something you should be looking to when you go around the board. Beginner players, it's really easy to forget is look to see if there's any tactics you can use, look to see if there's any checks or captures that you can make on your next move, look to see if there's any free material you can take. Okay, so no option there but to take the knight. Take with the knight. So we're back even. It's even Stevens again at the moment. So with 7 pawns each, 2 rooks, queen and 1 minor piece each. Okay. Okay, I just need... Okay, we can pretty much see, I think, what's coming here. Right. So what he's going to be looking to do is push this pawn covered by the rook. I'm just going to watch I don't leave that pawn unguarded. Okay. Take that. That's going to free. That's going to open that file. So we don't really want to do that at this moment in time. Just got to watch I don't get caught out here. That could be. And that was probably, oh, that wasn't the smartest move in the book either, was it? Okay. See if I've got time to double these rooks up here. Yep. Here come doubled rooks. We've both got almost fairly identical setups at the moment. but I'm a bit worried about this bishop over here. Okay. I don't think I've had a game so far in this small number of games that I've played where I've ended up with facing with two sets of rooks opposite each other like this. Quite an interesting position. Okay, +1. Right, I'll have to take to keep that even. So we're still even Stevens. I've got a couple of ideas I'm thinking of. Okay, we're even Stevens. Right. Let's just see what happens now. This could be quite an interesting position. So this game could go either way in the next 2 or 3 moves. Quite an interesting position. Yeah, okay. I thought that might be the case. I'd had my eye on h3, so I knew I was going to move the king to h3 if that move occurred, when that pawn push came. So I'm also thinking c4, but it might be too late because the pawn might fall to the bishop now as I've moved the queen away from defending it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, we're going to take a risk here. Okay, so knight plays him into check. So hopefully that means I should, with a bit of luck, win at least a queen with this move. If I've got this right. Phoenix. I knew there was a player. There's a player watching. So welcome, Phoenix. I see you're looking at the game. Welcome, my friend. And yep, Phoenix 714. Another really top player in the BYP fan club. Yep, really top rated player. Really good stuff. There's some great comments from these players in the forum on where games are featured, and players post games they've won. Players post their views on games, and Phoenix is always a really good commentator, and offers, puts some really good insights into games. So welcome, mate. Nice to see you on board. Okay. Hope you're enjoying watching the game. Hope we're not making too many bad mistakes between us. I think the game so far has been quite good. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Oh no! Ah, pressed it. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. No. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Ah. Oh, what a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you moron. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I had my finger hovering over the rook. Oh dear. Oh. How to throw away a game in one easy move. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh. I was expecting E6, and my finger was on the mouse and it was over the rook, and I was thinking about moving the rook over there if it to B1 if he didn't play E6, and he played E6 and I pressed the mouse by mistake. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, what a plonker. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. Oh. Unbelievable. Oh dear, oh dear. I am just a tad upset with myself there. That was a really genuine, honest mistake. I'd really just pressed. That's a mistake learned. That's all. That's a mistake I'm going to have to learn from playing these games. Is keep your hands away from the mouse until such a time as you're ready to actually make a move. Unbelievable. But I don't, I'm not going to ask for a take back. I don't very often ask for take backs, and as this is we're playing a proper game here, so it's a mistake. Things happen, and you've just got to live with your mistakes. So that's really just the way it is. That really is just the way it is. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted. Oh. And need to be just a little bit careful here. Make sure I don't wipe myself out. He's got that very dangerous E-pawn, which I need to be very careful of. Okay, so obviously this is where the games can get very tight, and it's very, very easy to make a mistake here. So I've just got to make sure I don't give away this pawn here. So the F2 pawn is going to be pretty important here. Okay. The bishop's pinned, so he can't take C4. Good move indeed. Good move indeed. +1. Okay. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, okay, daft. Forgot about the back rank checkmate. Well played, mate. Thanks for the game. Viophile, really good. Yeah, I overlooked the back rank checkmate. I was so taken up on what was happening over here. I completely missed the back rank checkmate. So well played, mate. That's a really good game. Thanks for taking the time to come and give us a game. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the Clash of the Titans. Well, the Clash of the Titan and me. Viophile played a really good game there. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, it was close. It was a yeah. Remember the back rank checkmate? He said, yeah, absolutely. I completely overlooked it. So I was focusing so much on what was going on over here. I forgot about the back rank checkmate. So that was a fairly close game. Really enjoyed that. So there we go, folks. Thanks very much indeed. Hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing the game tonight. I'm sure Viophile did as well. I'm just going to check on Chrome and see if there's any comments in it. No, nobody's commented on the game so far. But that's cool. If you want to, I'm going to finish this up now. It's my live stream for the night. We've got another one coming up on the 3rd of February, although there'll be others before then. On the 3rd of February, I'm lining up a game against another one of my regular opponents from the club, and that's a player called Strides, and we've played something like 25 games or 26 games, something like that, and he's beat me by a mile as well at the moment. So We had been fairly even up until about 3 or 4 games ago. And I don't know what he's been doing, but he's been playing some really good chess. So we have some really close games with really wild endings and stuff like that. We've had some really great fun. So I'm off then. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll catch you again later. Thanks very much for tuning in to BorisOspasky's live stream, and we'll catch you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.